Okay, so just doing a quick check on the refreshing path situation. You can see this is the unmorphed version. This is just Path of Darkness. Okay, um, there's a tiny bit of frame rate stutter, but there's not a great deal. Just around like an area where there'd be 12 people here or so, something like that. So about the same situation as a trial. As I say, there's nothing too bad. Okay, so I'm going to now morph this skill, and we're going to morph it into refreshing path. Okay. Um, I like refreshing path because of the heal, especially for a tank. So away we go. We're into refreshing path now. Okay. Now same skill, same exact let's area. Okay. And all of a sudden, just look at the frame rate drops. Look at the stutter rate, and yeah, everything else. It's starting to stutter really badly. Um, and it's literally. I mean, it's all down to the fact that if you put more animations down as well, I mean, it can get terrible, but it's all down to the refreshing path morph. It's got something to do with the animation on the actual path itself, and you can see it flickering. You see it flickering? Yeah. It's like the smoke on it it doesn't stay static. It doesn't really it flickers in and out. And as I say, I think it's really down to something on that animation of the actual path that seriously needs addressing, and it seriously needs addressing now rather than later, because the deeper we get into this, the more this morph becomes absolutely unusable, and the more toxicity there is around Nightblade tanking and Nightblade healing. And it's already bad enough as it is, but yeah, this is a legitimate and a reason that they've basically legitimized the outlawing of Nightblade tanks and healers, and ZeniMax are kind of allowing that to happen by not fixing this. You've basically ruined an entire morph and an entire class because of it. So it needs fixing. It really does. I can't express enough. When you have a skill like this, I guarantee if this was Twisting Path, this would be fixed ASAP, because the likes of Nefas, Skinny Cheeks, etc., etc., all an Alcast, they'd all be like up in arms, and something would get done. But because it's a morph that isn't used by them, because they're all DPS and they don't care about Nightblade tanking or healing, and because that's not meta. Then this doesn't get fixed. This doesn't get the voice and doesn't get the airtime. It doesn't get fixed. But that doesn't mean the rest of us don't want it fixed, because some of us actually enjoy these things, and the whole idea of ESO is, and the game sold this way: play the game your way. You can't play it my way because unfortunately it's broken, and so it needs fixing like sooner rather than later, as I say. So yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that it's got something to do with the animation. It's jittery. It flashes in and out. It just, yeah, it causes terrible lag for everybody around here as well. Everybody around here, it's not just on my screen. I've tested it on with other people. They'll all say the same thing. It's their screens as well, so it affects gameplay. If I did this in Cyrodiil and went around doing this in Cyrodiil in busy areas, I guarantee the PvP community will be up in arms. And maybe that's something I need to do. Maybe it's something we need to do, and just and to make sure that the game crashes so often that actually ZeniMax do something. Look at the jitteriness of this animation, the flashes. It's so broken. It's so broken. So yeah, it's not fixed. Update 35 definitely not fixed. It's not even been on the radar. It hasn't been acknowledged even by ZeniMax as being a problem, which is a problem in itself. When the developers themselves don't even test the game enough to know that a morph doesn't work, and it hasn't worked now for months. I mean, that's bad. That means the game's not getting tested, and I'm sorry, but we're paying a subscription here for something, and getting nothing. So yeah, please let's get it fixed. Thank you.